So I almost didn't include this part in this video because we really regret going on this elephant riding tour, but a lot of people coming to Thailand expect or want to ride elephants. And here's a few things you need to know about this before you go. Riding elephants, it really is no ethical way to do it. And as you can see, if you watch this video, you'll see that a lot of the handlers have, pokey sticks. And while we never saw them use the pokey sticks on the elephants, it's clear that they are trained and they're, scared of them. And basically, elephant bodies, they're not horses. They're not supposed to support humans. And during the entire elephant ride, we were uncomfortable. The elephant was uncomfortable. It was very bad. And so when you go to Thailand, there are ways to enjoy elephants ethically. In some areas, they do have elephant sanctuaries where they have elephants that were saved from places like this, and other areas where they are just cared for. No one rides them. All you can do is potentially feed them or, wash them. That's also allowed sometimes, but definitely not riding them. Any place that lets you ride an elephant probably is not ethical. And it's important to look into the companies that you use before you do this. Before coming here, we really didn't know much about elephant riding, so we assumed that it was fine and that they were well taken care of. And there was nothing that we saw that, pointed to the fact that they were abused in any way. But the more we researched, the more we found out that it really isn't ethical. And the way they get elephants to, do these tricks and let humans ride them is usually not in a friendly way. And yeah, some elephants did look like they had scars, and clearly the elephants didn't want humans riding them. And overall, it was just a very uncomfortable experience for me. And looking back at it, we are very ashamed that we ever did it. Because, elephants are beautiful, smart creatures. They can live, I think, almost as long as humans. So it's kind of a shame that we, treat them like this. But, yeah, I definitely encourage you, if you're in Thailand, to go enjoy elephants because they are really cool. And there are places, I will try to do some research and put it on the screen, but I think it's best that everyone do their own research to find out what the best place is. I hear that up north in Thailand, there are proper sanctuaries, and they do treat their elephants, with respect and don't go riding them. So, yeah, here, as you can see, even the way they tie the seats to the elephants, it all looks so uncomfortable. And I don't know. It makes me kind of sick looking back at it. Of course, this was always on my bucket list, so when we went there, I was excited. I did it, but yeah, this was 7 years ago, and I still have regrets, and I feel really bad watching this footage. Luckily, the ride itself was very short. I think it was only 10 or 15 minutes, but yeah, would you like to walk through a rainforest carrying humans on you? I don't think so. I really enjoyed washing the elephants in the river. That was really fun. And then while we were washing the elephants, of course, one of the people there pulled Isaac up and made him sit on the baby. Well, he didn't force him, but he told him it was okay and encouraged him. And he sat on the baby elephant without a seat. And yeah, that I really don't feel good about, and I refused. But we really didn't know better at the time. But yeah, so our experience was not great. Here we are smiling on camera, but I was literally scared the whole time, and the guy kept shuffling us so that we weren't putting too much weight on one side of the elephant, and basically everyone involved was extremely uncomfortable. And yeah, he did have that pointy stick. I don't think he used it against the elephant. But again, if these elephants, you don't do that with horses. I don't know. Riding horses can also be unethical if they're not treated well at certain places. So just keep that in mind and try and find something else to do where you actually are benefiting elephants. That's the great thing about the sanctuaries. if you, pay to enter them and pay to interact with the elephants, the money is going towards, caring for them and helping them further. If you go to a place like this, not only did you participate in something that is potentially unethical, but you're also giving them more money and resources to keep doing this with other tourists. And yeah, it's, like I said, I still find it a little hard to talk about and even watch. So please do your research and look into this before you go. I am sure there are places where you could ride elephants that are less terrible than others. That's always the case. And this place, I think we did some research where we just looked into like reviews, and they did say that the elephants all seemed really happy and cared for, but again, I'm not sure. Like, look at this, where we're walking through the water. The elephants looked really uncomfortable. This dude keeps looking at us because I'm like about to fall off the elephant. I don't think they were happy doing this. And the sticks really freaked me out too. But then the next part where we are giving them a bath, that was really nice. And you could tell that the elephants were enjoying it. They were swishing their tails. They were playing with us, handing us their trunks. So that they clearly did enjoy. But I'm really worried that that little elephant, the baby elephant that we washed and Isaac sat on, like, it's going to end up living its life here and being ridden and in captivity. And yeah, that just makes me really, really sad. Hopefully I am wrong and they don't treat them as badly as I suspect. I'm sure these people do form bonds with the elephants that they work with, but yeah, there's no way this is ethical or good for the elephants or good for anyone. So yeah, this was our first and last time riding elephants. Regrets were had. Kind of wish I hadn't checked this off my bucket list and had done a little bit more research before hopping on an elephant. So I'm hoping that you will learn from my mistake and do that. So after the ride, which, like I said, was relatively short, we got back to the base camp or whatever, or they're kept. And as you can also see, they don't seem to have that much room. I don't know how much room an elephant needs, but they are big animals, so it would be nice for them to have like a large space to roam. But I'm no elephant expert. I don't know if this is sufficient or not. But we did have a time where we could feed them. We were feeding them bananas. That was really fun, and they really seemed to enjoy it. And but while we're feeding them bananas, there are other people on top of them. So again, I don't know, and I don't know how much they want to eat. Like, if they starve them and then have them, eat only when there's tourists, otherwise they wouldn't be accepting food. We don't know any of these things unless we find out more. But yeah, look how cute they are when they accept your food. Oh, their trunks are really cool. Their trunks are kind of weird feeling. They're very like rough, and they're like the nose slightly slimy, but very, very cute. And I felt bad if what we did here at all hurt these creatures, because like, look at them. They're amazing. But yeah, I decided to share this experience because, well, we did do it. I'd be a hypocrite to tell you, hey, don't ride elephants. I didn't do it because I did do it. But I honestly do have so many regrets. And Isaac does too. After this, actually, we became vegans for a while. Or maybe we were already eating vegan food. I don't remember well. But while we were living that lifestyle, we learned a lot more about, ethical practices. And even though we're not vegan anymore, we still avoid things that could potentially harm animals. Look at them. They're trying to get Isaac's attention and eat his bananas. See, they're definitely hungry. I really do hope they're well fed, even when, there aren't any tourists, that they're regularly fed. I guess we didn't really see where they lived. They might have a larger place somewhere in the back. Maybe they even travel back to like an area where they have shelter. I have no idea, but I don't know. I just really hope these elephants are not having an absolute terrible time. So after we rode them and fed them, here we are in a river. And so yeah, that person's like flicking the elephant's ear. I don't know if that's what they're doing. And if they force the elephant to lay down there. All very sketchy. Like, why do they have those poles? And, they're encouraging you to go to the elephants. I mean, this one looked happy. Look at that. It's having fun in the water. But still, I mean, it'd be better if it did not have a rope around its neck and a guy with a stick that could hurt it next to him. I don't know. He did enjoy when we rubbed him, though. We had these really, rough brushes because, their skin is very thick. You have to get in there. And it was really fun to interact with them in a slightly friendlier environment than sitting on top of them. So yeah, and I don't remember, there's 2 different kinds of elephants. I assume this is, the Asian kind, since this was in Asia. So apparently these are, I think, smaller than African elephants. Don't quote me on that. That's another thing. I don't remember learning that much about the elephants. It was more like, look at the tricks these elephants do, and then ride them, and I don't know. I wish we had learned more about how they're cared for and how to maintain their environment. So look at Isaac washing that elephant like it's a car. I was scared to be too rough, but no, they don't. You have to be rough with them for them to feel anything. Oh, this baby is just laying there. And this is the baby that they ended up hoisting Isaac on top of. Again, we didn't even ask for that. That was a little strange. Because look, it's just a baby. It's having fun. I don't think it needs to be ridden. But I'm pretty sure they're started off young so that they, get used to humans and get used to having humans ride them for entertainment. So, yeah, here Isaac is just trying to take a selfie. And I don't remember, what happened. But suddenly they're get on top of the elephant. And Isaac was like, I guess I will. So, yeah. This baby was very cute. I almost felt the worst about him getting on this one because look, it's such a small baby. But hopefully Isaac wasn't painful for it. I don't know. But yeah, here is the baby elephant. But look how closely the guy is holding it and holding that stick. And they're taught to pose for cameras. I mean, I have dogs and cats, and they do a lot of things for humans that they're taught for, food and stuff, but this just seems like it's a little different. And towards the end of this, I was like, get off the elephant, get off the elephant.
I am Olena. This is Isaac.
And we are the TravelBugBite.
We met in Prague, Czech Republic.
Lived in Shanghai, China.
New York and Rhode Island, USA.
And now we live in Hawaii.
We've traveled from Tibet to Puerto Rico,
Harbin to PP,
and drove cross-country with Smiley in our Tesla Model 3.
Subscribe to follow our adventures.
If you liked our video, don't forget to click the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Check out our videos from all around the world and let us know what you'd like to see next.
Thanks for watching!